Here's the full script for episode 4 of your CPC podcast series. Future scenarios: war, diplomacy, or cold peace. CPC Podcast Channel presents a historical reading series, Iran and Israel, the past, present, and future. Episode 4, Future Scenarios: War, Diplomacy, or Cold Peace. Welcome back to the CPC Podcast Channel. Over the past episodes, we've explored how Iran and Israel went from allies to enemies, how they fought in the shadows through proxies and cyber attacks, and how direct confrontations now threaten the stability of an entire region. In this final episode, we look ahead at the roads that remain. What will shape the future of the Iran-Israel conflict? And what does it mean for the Middle East and the world? Segment 1, The Risk of Full-Scale Regional War. Today, Iran and Israel stand at a dangerous crossroads. Recent missile exchanges, drone attacks, and naval clashes show that direct conflict is no longer hypothetical. If war erupts, it could drag in Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, Iraqi militias, and perhaps even Gulf Arab states. The conflict might close key trade routes like the Strait of Hormuz or the Suez Canal, spiking oil prices and threatening global trade. Civilians, not just soldiers, would bear the brunt in Tehran, Tel Aviv, Beirut, Gaza, and beyond. Yet, both sides know that such a war could be devastating and uncontrollable. For now, this fear has acted as a brake. Segment 2, The Slim Path of Diplomacy. Despite the tensions, diplomacy is not dead. Several factors could push the sides toward negotiation. International pressure: the US, Europe, and rising powers like China have a stake in preventing a major Middle East war. Back-channel talks, even at moments of greatest tension. Secret diplomacy has kept communication alive, especially via third countries like Oman, Qatar, or Russia. Shared threats, regional instability, economic crises, or the rise of new extremist groups could make both nations reconsider their stances. A deal on Iran's nuclear program or regional de-escalation is difficult, but not impossible. Segment 3, Cold Peace or Endless Shadow War. The most likely future: a continued cold conflict where both sides avoid full-scale war, but proxy wars persist. Cyber attacks and covert operations intensify. Occasional missile exchanges flare up without triggering total war. In this scenario, the Middle East remains on edge, a region shaped by tension, mistrust, and fragile deterrence. Iran and Israel's story is not just a tale of two nations. It's the story of a region and a world grappling with identity, power, survival, and the search for security. Whether through war, diplomacy, or uneasy peace, the choices made in the coming years will shape not just their futures, but ours. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history and geopolitics. This was the final episode of Iran and Israel, the past, present, and future on the CPC Podcast Channel.